Hey guys, if you want to build a WordPress website but you don't want to pay for domain and hosting yet, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up WordPress right on your own computer using XAMPP. It's fast, it's free, and it's perfect for testing and learning. And the best part, no internet hosting is needed. Let's dive in. Now let's head to Google and let's search for XAMPP download. XAMPP download, and I can go with the first link from the apache-friends.org. So I'm going to click on the first link right here. From this page, I can click on download button for any of these versions. For Windows right here, I can download these, or these. So you can scroll all the way down if you have other operating systems, just like the Linux, the Mac OS, okay? So for me, I'm using the Windows 11 right now. So I'm going to click on this. And right here, my download has started. If I click, you can see that my download has started. But if you can see right here, I've already downloaded it before starting this video. So I'm going to stop the download right here now. But that's the exact way you can go ahead to download XAMPP software on your PC, okay? So now let me go over to my file manager, and right here you can see I have the XAMPP already installed. So this right here is the installation file which I've already downloaded before starting this video, which you also should have downloaded right now, okay? So I'm going to double click on that to, of course, open it up, and let's run the installation, okay? So I will select yes to give the permission. From the installation wizard right here, I'm going to click on next. And of course, everything here is okay by default. So I'm going to click on next again. And you can see where my XAMPP files will be installed right here, just from my C drive to the XAMPP folder. So I'm cool with that. If you're not, you can click here to change the directory, okay? But I'm cool with that. I'm going to click on next. And yes, language, I want the English language. So I'm going to click on next. Still click on next, and the installation has just started running. So this is going to take just a moment to install. So while this is installing, I'm going to head back to the browser over here, and I'm going to open a new tab and search for WordPress download. WordPress download, right? So we need to download the WordPress software. Now you can see the first link from the WordPress.org, which will assure you that this is the actual link that you should be clicking, okay? So you don't get to download some malware on your system. So I'm going to click on the first link from the WordPress.org. All these links, I'll be leaving them in the description of this video, so you don't necessarily need to go to Google to search for the links, okay? So I'm gonna source for the links, and I'll leave them in the description of this video for both the XAMPP and the WordPress, right? So you can see from the WordPress.org right here, you have the download button for you, right? So you're just going to click on the download WordPress right here, and you can see that WordPress has just started downloading. Once again, I'm going to stop the download because, as you can see right here, I've already downloaded it before starting this video. So now we have WordPress downloaded. I'm also going to go back to the file manager. You can see the WordPress zip file that I just downloaded right here. So I'm going to extract this zip file right here. So I'll just right click, and I'm going to select extract all. Yeah, I can extract it into this. So right now we have WordPress extracting, and we have XAMPP installing at the same time, so our video can go faster, right? I'm going to come back when the WordPress is done extracting, and also when the XAMPP is done installing on my device. Welcome back, guys. So you can see that the WordPress is done extracting, and also the XAMPP right here is done installing. Now I have this little checkbox right here. Do you want to start the control panel? If I have this checked and click finish, the XAMPP is going to load up immediately, and that is what I'm trying to do in this video, of course. So I click on the finish. Let me just clean this up for now. So right here, you can see the XAMPP control panel, the version 3.3.0. So that is the current one right now at the time of making this video. So probably the time you will be watching this video, you will have a higher version. So I have the Apache server and the MySQL server. I'm going to start the two of them, right? I click on start, and I click on start for the MySQL. Do you want to allow public and private networks? No, I'm not going to allow public and private networks, okay? So I have this Apache and MySQL server started, and they are running right now. I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to search for localhost /phpMyAdmin. Once you have your server running on your PC, go to a new tab and search for localhost /phpMyAdmin, and the moment I load that up, as long as I have the XAMPP running, this is gonna come up. Now the next move we're gonna do is to head to the exported WordPress file right there, as you can see. So if I open this up, you're going to see all the WordPress files and folders. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. So just go one step back, and this file right here, I'm gonna copy it. So let me just copy this file, copy, and I'll head to my C drive. Okay, let's head to my C drive and the XAMPP, right? I'm gonna see XAMPP right there. Remember when we were installing the XAMPP, we installed it at my C drive /XAMPP. Okay, so I'm gonna open up XAMPP right here. So you just head over to XAMPP wherever you installed it on your PC. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm gonna head to the htdocs. Now the htdocs primarily serves as the public _HTML that you can find in your cPanel file manager. The htdocs houses all the files and folders that you want to be displayed on the website. So I'm gonna open up the htdocs right there, and here I'm gonna drop the WordPress file that I just copied. So I'm gonna paste that over here. So guys, now I have the WordPress files right here. So you can go ahead to rename this folder to anything. So basically you want to be renaming the folder the name of the project that you want to build, right? Naming it WordPress is generic, like it's very generic. So what if you are trying to build another WordPress website using XAMPP? Do you understand what I mean? So you can just rename the folder right here to best practice is the name of the project that you're trying to do, maybe portfolio for yourself, or maybe for a company, for example, named iWebTech or any of those stuff, right? So let me just try that out. I'm going to rename this folder to, let's say, iWebTech, okay? And feel free to rename the folder to anything that you wish, okay? So right now I'm gonna go back to my browser and I'm gonna load up localhost /iWebTech, right? The name of the folder. Now when I hit enter, so guys, you can see that we now have the WordPress installer wizard up and running. Okay, so of course I'm going to select the language. English is okay for me. I'm going to click on continue. On this window, we are trying to connect our WordPress installation to our database. So let's go ahead and create a new database so we can get some values to provide for this form. So we can go ahead to link this, our WordPress installation, to the database. Okay, so when you are at the phpMyAdmin dashboard, you're going to want to hit user account right here. So hit the user account option from the menu bar, and from here you can click add user account. So I'm going to click on add user account to create a new user, right? From here you can see fields like the username, the host name, the password. So I'm going to enter the username. Let's just call the username iWebTech, which is the name of the project, right? So the host name, you can leave it at localhost. So the password, set your password. Let's say I enter my password, and of course I retype the password. Okay, so that's looking good so far. So right here you can see these two checkboxes right here. One says create database with same name and grant all privileges. So right here we are only trying to create the database user. Now if we have these selected, we are automatically going to create a database, and this user right here is going to have the privileges to manage the database. So it's like a short form. Of course you can separately create the database and separately create the user and link the user to the database and grant permissions, but for the sake of this video and to make things more simpler, I'm gonna do it this way, right? So I have this selected, create database with same name and grant all privileges to this user. So I'm gonna scroll all the way down. As you can see, all the global privileges. Of course, let me just check all to give the user all the privileges to handle the database, right? So scrolling down, of course I can hit go. There we have it, guys. You have added a new user, and let's click on the database right here. You can see the database has automatically been created for us, So I hit the database. You can see right now the database is very much empty. So what we're going to do is to go back to our WordPress installation guide right here and input the database that we just created, and WordPress is automatically going to add all the items needed for our website to run on the database right here, which is empty. Okay, I'm gonna enter all the database information. The database name, which you can see right here, is iWebTech. So I'm gonna enter that. The username, I'm still gonna enter that. The password, I'm also gonna enter that. And the host name, which of course is localhost. And for this table prefix, you can leave it at the default value, but if you want to change that, feel free to change that. So I'll hit submit. So we have successfully connected our database to our WordPress installation on localhost. Okay, so you can see run the installation, of course. And there we go, guys. We are now setting up our WordPress website, and here we have the site title. Let's give it this name, iWebTech. The username, I'll still give it the same name, and I give it a password. Let me just give it a weak password, right? And to confirm the weak password, you can just confirm use of weak password. I mean, I'm just doing this for the sake of the tutorial, right? So I don't really need the strong password for anything. So your email, you're gonna enter your email, right? Just fill in your email ID right there. So I hit the install WordPress. So guys, there we have it. Success WordPress has been installed. Thank you and enjoy. Of course, why not? Enjoy. So I'm gonna click on login. And of course, go ahead and enter our username and password. And I hit login. So let's see. Yo guys, you can see our WordPress installation directly on our local host on my computer, right? So I don't need to buy any domain name. I don't need to buy any hosting account for me to start working on some things with WordPress. So you can see I have all the privileges that I will have if I'm to buy a hosting account. The only issue with this is that without this particular PC, I cannot access the website, right? It's local to this PC. Now, the moment we want to put it into the internet, we will need to buy a domain name and hosting account, and we back this up and we just move it and migrate it to the internet, and we'll have a website up and running immediately. So if you have a project and you just wanted to test it out on your local host, you have this up and running in minutes. So let's see if we can actually install a theme right here or install a plugin and get the website up and running. For us to just see how our website looks right now, of course, I'm gonna click on visit sites on another tab, and you can see our website is up and running on localhost / the iWebTech. So let me head back to the WordPress dashboard, and then when I head to the appearance themes, let's go ahead and install some themes from the WordPress repository. So you can see the themes which I already have installed, which is the 2025 theme, which is the default theme as well. So I'm going to click on add theme. So right now we don't have any theme to install from our computer. So I'm going to try to install, let's say, the Astra theme from the WordPress repo, right? So when I click on install for the Astra right here, let's see if it's actually going to get installed. Let's see. Yeah, so guys, now we have the theme installed and we have to click on activate to activate the theme. You know how it is. Now we have the Astra theme installed and activated. So let me reload the website and let's see the appearance right here. Okay guys, you can see the new look of the website, which means that the Astra theme has really been installed and activated. So let's head on to the plugins and let's try to add a particular plugin, and let's see if we can actually add the plugin. So I'm going to click on add plugin. So right here, let me just randomly pick any WordPress plugin to install. I mean, just for installation sake, right? So I'm just going to click on the body press right here, install. So this video is really not for teaching you how to build a WordPress website, but how to set up WordPress on your local host, which we have already done. Okay, on my next video, I'm going to teach you how to migrate your website from your local host design to the hosting account, right? So when you are happy designing your website and you're happy with the looks, I'm going to teach you how to move it to the cloud via your hosting account. Okay, so you have exactly what you had on your local host on the hosting account, so you don't need to redesign your website 2 times. So right here the BuddyPress has been installed, and let's click on activate and let's see if it's actually going to get activated. And there we have it, guys. The BuddyPress plugin has been activated, as you can see. So I'm gonna just remove this from here, and you can see the BuddyPress is already active. So if I go to plugins, there you can see the BuddyPress active. So this is the point in this video where we draw the curtains for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any question, leave it in the comment section. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.